if you will. I have a top 15 quarterbacks list in the NFL that I'd love to run by you guys.
Oh, all right.
Hot
Go
off
slow.
the presses.
Go
Okay.
slow.
Oh, boy.
Are you starting
start
at
the
1
top
or
or the
15?
bottom?
No. Start at 15.
Work my way up.
Yeah.
I do have an honorable mention that didn't quite crack the 15. And again, this is a hot take ranking based on what this is like wildly overreacting potentially to what we just saw. Super wild card weekend.
Oh, my God.
Hit me at 16. What do you got?
Tua is 16 now.
Okay.
I think he was kind of fringe top 10. I know it was a cold weather game, but guess what, dude?
Melted. Dude melted in the snow.
What do you so I know that it was historically cold, but would that performance have been that much different if it was like 20 degrees warmer? I don't know. You guys tell me.
I mean, you could tell he wanted.
Dude, how about 10? 10 degrees? No. 20?
No, 10 degrees.
But you're going to play in weather in January. You're going to play in snow, wind.
Weather is different than what that was. Like,
well, Patrick Mahomes was fine.
He lives there.
His helmet broke.
Like,
he's not fine. His helmet shattered. I don't think you were watching the game, Mac.
And then they just broke the rules. They were like,
real.
Patrick, I know like the rules say an equipment change, you got to either burn a timeout or go out for a play, but just grab one from the sideline. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's fine. Also, anyone who's ever played football in a cold weather game knows the pain of putting on that extra helmet that he went through. Like the cold, frozen helmet
that has never been worn.
Just never worn, right? They pulled it out of a bag somewhere. They're like, get him his extra helmet.
You'd rather just replace your head at that point.
Yeah, you would. Because it's like a brick. It's like putting on a
and you're
brick.
just ripping your ears off as it's coming on. Like that was, and you couldn't even get it like strapped, right? Even just hanging. I was
and
like,
they even said like it doesn't fit him. They're like, it's not fitting him right now. I was like, dude, this dude's amazing.
Player safety, baby.
Player.
So all right, does anyone want to fight me on Tua? I'll do the rankings.
I'll leave you in there for now.
We'll leave him there.
15, Baker Mayfield. I think he has a green arrow up back into the top 15.
Trending up.
Really good season. He has, before the year, you could make a case he's just going to be a bounce around journeyman backup, and now he may have played his way into like a 2 or 3 year contract here.
Yeah.
I mean, hell,
his cap hit this year was like $1.7 million.
It'll be higher next year because he's a free agent. But
yes.
it won't. I mean, he's not going to get like a top of the market $50 million deal.
$200 million.
He's going to get
Geno Smith deal.
Geno Smith or like Case Keenum for 3 years for 36. Like that's the kind of deal you're looking at for him next year.
Yeah. So Baker Mayfield 15. I'll go fast here. Again, overreaction here. Jalen Hurts 14. Dak Prescott 13. My guy Kirk Cousins 12.
That's high.
Justin Herbert, I have 11 now. He used to be like 4th or 5th before Super Wild Card Weekend. Because number 10,
Kirk played like 7 games this year. How do you have him ranked as 11th?
How does a guy who doesn't even play all season make 11?
Well, because he's going to come
Justin
back.
Herbert like broke his hand week 4. How does he jump a guy who made it to the Mackey, your rankings.
I'm not jumping Cousins over Herbert.
No, I'm saying you put him over Dak and Jalen and Baker. And Tua. All those guys made the playoffs.
That's fine. We'll move him back.
Fucked up.
We'll move him back. It's fine.
You were so bad in the playoffs that I had to fucking demote you.
No, but hold on. But they were. Dak Prescott was awful in that game.
Okay, keep going.
Next it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers 8.
Wait, you don't think Aaron Rodgers right now is one of the 15 best quarterbacks? I forgot to put him on this list, so point taken.
Thank God.
You don't think he's one of the 15 best quarterbacks in the league right now?
No, I mean, he didn't play. He didn't play. He
See,
cannot be ranked.
You're doing the same thing that these freaking fan voting Pro Bowl guys do.
You put a guy on here who's played like 12 plays.
Well, he didn't die. Like what?
He didn't play. No one gives a shit
over
what you did last year.
He played a game.
Not one. One whole one.
He carried the flag out. That was his aha moment this year. Carried the flag out and then fell on his face.
Okay,
here we go, New York!
Here's my new top 10. Here's my new emotional top 10.
Hit me 10.
10, Jordan Love.
I'll give it to you.
Jordan Love the last 2 months has thrown, I think it's 23 touchdowns, 1 interception, 70% completions.
Yep.
He's making back foot throws with pressure in his face on a dime.
Aaron who? Got this shit.
Think about this. Quick side street here. For all you franchises out there, whether you're a Vikings or whether you were the Buccaneers moving on from Tom Brady or the Lions moving on from Stafford, this fear of moving on from an aging quarterback. Oh my God, what's going to happen? The Lions took a 1-year timeout. They were back 9 wins 2 years later. Boom, one of the best teams in the league this year, right? The Buccaneers got better the year after they said goodbye to aging Tom Brady with Baker Mayfield and $80 million in dead cap. You can flip it quick in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
The Packers moved off Aaron Rodgers. They got better overnight with Jordan Love, right? So, like, this idea that, oh, man, if you're going to hang on to this aging, pocket-passing fossil, that you better be careful what you wish for on the other side. What do you mean? Like, I can win 9 games in a playoff game with Baker Mayfield if I build my roster the right way. So don't be afraid to move on. Jordan Love, 10. Matthew Stafford, 9.
For sure.
Jared Goff up to 8 emotionally for me right now. Brock Purdy at 7. You guys are going to clown me for this, but Trevor Lawrence, before the high ankle sprain, was having an awesome season, like MVP candidate season. The high ankle sprain that he played through, look at his numbers before and after. Look at their wins and losses. So I'm giving Trevor Lawrence pre-high ankle sprain the benefit of the doubt. He's 6th. Joe Burrow didn't die. He's still top 5 when he comes back. Joe Burrow's 5th. C.J. Stroud, 4th. Fight me.
4th.
Fight me.
I'm not.
4th?
I'm not going to because he's a rookie. I'm going to give him that much respect. I'm not even kidding you. That dude went out.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. He just said it. Eventually.
Over Purdy?
Yes.
Dude. Yes.
He's being asked to do a lot.
I'm absolutely
going
to take. Fuck yes, he is. Are you serious? With
dude,
way less around him. Absolutely,
weapons.
I'm going to give him that. As a rookie, as a fucking rookie. Do you know how many rookies come and shit down their fucking leg to me all the time? Dude, this dude's out there like 1, nope, 2, nope, 3. Oh, there he is. God. I see you down there. Dude, you have to respect that. That is massive respect. No, I'm giving you that one on the 4. I'm actually going to move some of those dudes at 12 and 13. I'm going to move them way back, and I'm going to sit 4 right where he is. Because I agree with you, Sirles. I think you were right about the MVP. I think if this kid can
next year, he's going to win the MVP.
Dude, if he continues to play like this and D'Amico Ryans can get this team rallying around him, dude, you have the perfect trifecta storm that just happened between all these rookie players and coaches that came together and were like, this isn't that fucking hard. This can't be. Watch this. Dude, love it.
Go get him a running back next year.
Okay, if they get smoked in the next round, if they get smoked, I'm moving them back out of the 10 if they get smoked. Okay,
that's your emotional decision. Those are your emotional decisions. Hey, that game, and I think that's going to be one of the best games this weekend. The way that they've been playing, and they know that they're going to have to go to Baltimore to beat the Ravens. Like, dude, that game's going to be. And the Ravens haven't played in 2 weeks.
I know. All right, give me your 3.
I'll finish the rankings.
Finish it up here.
Right. 3 Lamar Jackson, 2 Josh Allen, 1 still Patrick Mahomes.
I'm going to switch 2 and 3.
I'm switching 1 and 3. I'm switching 1 and 3.
Lamar number 1.
Lamar's number 1. Lamar right now is playing the best football for a quarterback. I mean, you watched him the last half of the year.
Yeah.
You couldn't get him on the ground.
He's amazing.
Like, you're watching him run away from Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett, and they're just chasing him like, just please stop running. And all the time, he's just eyes downfield. He's not being erratic. He's not trying to just create with his legs. He's keeping his eyes downfield, finding Zay Flowers, finding Odell Beckham. Like, he is playing MVP caliber football this year. Mahomes has had his moments, but he's also had his ups and downs. I can't give Mahomes a top spot this year. He may be the best in the world to do it. Like, and there's no doubt about that. He's probably the best, but not.
I'll give it to him. They have the 3rd most drops this season. I don't think he could do anything else other than just throw it where he is. They just need to catch it. Like, you got to catch the fucking ball when it's thrown to you. It's that easy. Absolutely, Pat Mahomes number 1. By the way, he's also out of these top 7, 8 guys. He's the only one with the Super Bowl. Sorry. Yeah, you're clearly number 1. Until somebody unthrones you, you are the king.
Unthrones. Dethrones or unthrones?
Unthrones. Don't give a shit. None of these guys have done it yet. We got to work on it.
He called the head coach of the Bills, Josh McDermott, earlier, and none of us corrected him, so it's fine.
Nick McDermott.
No, I didn't.
Bob.
We can check the tape.
McDermott?
You want to put a stake in a beer on it? You want to put a stake on a beer on it?
I think you did call him Josh.
You called him Josh McDermott earlier in the show.
Like I care.
We need that. What's that commercial where they throw the red flag?
Million
And
names
back?
running through my head. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, dude, that's not his name. Shoot me. So sorry.
Oh man, isn't it funny though that like you look at a list like this, and I will admit that there's a lot of emotional undertones in these rankings, but there's not like the establishment that we know, right? The last like how many guys have left? Like Rodgers is still technically around, but Brady gone. You know, Matt Ryan used to be on these lists, and Ben Roethlisberger for 15 years was on these lists, and now there's a fun new young Eli like it's a fun new young wave. We've got our new Manning and Brady, and then we've got all these other dudes who are 27 and younger. I mean, Lamar Jackson's like 27, right? I mean, Josh Allen's 27.
Yep.
And Stroud, Burrow, Trevor.
I mean, the AFC right now, the quarterbacks in the AFC are leaps and bounds, like top heavy, way better than the NFC.
Yeah.
But the NFC has a bunch of high draft picks this year. And I think a lot of them are going to try and go out and get the Drake Mays, the Caleb Williams. Like, there's going to be a balance here because the AFC was not that for so long. They drafted all these guys when they were bad. So I think we'll see a little bit more of a balance. But it was the fear that everyone talked about, like, are we going to get the Bradys and the Mahomes or the Bradys and the Mannings anymore? Like, is that even going to be a thing? And I think we have a better version of both of them, right? Like, it's exciting football. It's going to be Burrow, Mahomes, and Allen for a long time, and Lamar. Like, those four in the AFC are going to just be battling every single year for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. All right. Somebody hit us with
Here's what's crazy too is in your list you don't get to an NFC team until 7, and that's a system quarterback. 8 is also a system quarterback. 9 is the first one you get to that's actually talented and can throw the ball. Like, has been known to zing it down the field. That's what's crazy is when you look at all these are all AFC quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way,
it's crazy. I never thought about that. I'm like, wait a minute. Now that I'm looking at this,
The
like,
AFC's stacked.
Herbert with a better coach and situation
could
for
easily
sure
jump way
rises
up
back
there.
up into the top 6 or 7.
For sure.
I think. So,
but I think after that, I think you have a great. I'm actually not against any of this, but I flipped 2 and 3. Sorry.
Okay.